And we are live. NashvilleLou live back on the air. Meta Battler. We'll also have Twitchy Tides coming up. Get one going with as soon as we have 10 people ready for that. I'll go for a couple hours with this. We'll see. Meta Battler, it's a very conversational game. It's such a fast game that I really have to, it's like a baseball broadcast I've compared to. You have to slow it down a bit, because if you try and explain what's going on, it's too much. Alright, so we've got 6 people in at the moment for Twitchy Tides. I'll jump in as well to make one more. I'll get us to 7. A little Mortal Wombats, 4 Slayer, Desaro NLV, Dave Ira, Rising Dragons, Jamie Penguins. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou live. Zarvine in here. Little countdown. It's exclamation point play in chat. I'm in here at 8. 2 more and we'll have a first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. For the winner, it'll be a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection that'll give you a boost in this game. Meta Battler. We're at 9 with Chucky. Greetings and welcome. Let's try this. All right, one more in, we'll have 10. That's the minimum for it to be a Twitchy Tides game that counts. I gave it my best shot in the Blue Mint Warsaken Blitz tournament on Saturday. Had a tough opponent in round 1 with Dirty Hamburger, also known as Musical Man. Good player. Best of 3, went to 3. So it goes. We got 10 with Zach Bonifer in. All right. And some of this is me testing this out, seeing what's going to work. There's still some issues with this going through a browser source in OBS Studio, but I tell you, it looks so crisp. I really prefer it this way. So we'll go with this. All right, for the winner, Warsaken foil prime card. An item from the NashvilleLou collection. If I win, prize goes to 2nd place. Here we go. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides. You're on NashvilleLou Live. Couple of fish hooks. We're down to 8. Top left corner. Depth charge. We're down to 6. A pair of cannonballs. My goodness. I'm out. We're down to 2. Dave Ira and Zach Bonifer, the final 2. That'll do it. Congratulations, Zach Bonifer. Victorious in this Twitchy Tides game. Got to slightly modify some stuff with this as far as how I keep track of information. So one thing I can't, clicking on that copy all button does not work, unfortunately, when I try that within the browser source. That's the one problem. Besides that, it's much easier, because before I was having to run Google Chrome on top of everything else on my streaming computer just to have Twitchy Tides going. So there's pros and cons, and there's trade-offs for practically everything in life. But what we have here works out pretty well. Congratulations, Zach Bonifer, victorious in Twitchy Tides. Just like that, back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. You can get in for that by typing exclamation point play in chat. So let's get into it with Meta Battler. They're having an event going on here this month with Alien Worlds, a collab event, the Alien Hunter event. My ace deck that I use, it's a minimum of 30 cards. It's so easy to get in, get your card synced. It's non-custodial, meaning you don't have to give anything up. It just looks in your wax wallet, says, okay, you've got these things. When I talk about items from the NashvilleLou collection, I mean, there aren't many of these sitting out there, these 2021 promo packs. It is kind of fun using that as an in-game. These were promo items I never thought would have any functionality in many cases. I mean, some of it, like the arenas, that's my venues, that's my artwork in there with the NashvilleLou collection. But the way it works with Meta Battler, it's everything that's... Like, I've got the name NashvilleLou on wax, and so... It can be a promo piece, it can be Bar Nashville 2003, Bridgestone Arena, you can modify and change things with it. There's a lot you can do with it. A lot of positives. The game itself is very straightforward. You'll notice in the bottom right corner, I've got it as a standalone graphics. I think it warrants it as far as the way the game works. The red beats white, beats blue. Fire beats ice, beats water, which beats fire. So kind of rock, paper, scissors. Very straightforward as far as the concepts go. They're giving away 5 every hour, these Alien Hunter packs. Is it Ultra Comics? I think that's the one that it's under. But you get a boost in-game with that as well. And they've got some cool stuff with that we'll get into in a bit. So you've got 5 towers. The Alien Worlds is, I don't think explained this properly the last time, so I didn't really understand it as well. I've got to prove I'm not a bot. Well, it looks like a smiley face. The results are in. Feels like voting. You got one choice. All right. Make sure I have everything set up on this end. I believe I do. So, with this, you're going to have fewer levels than some of the others. But I'd like to start on the one that has the least amount of time, typically. Actually, let me thrown off here. Okay, this is the Alien Worlds one. We'll start with this just because it's good to... Actually, I was going to start with a different one, I think. Throw everything off here, but... I was going to start with the 4 Horsemen. Okay, I know I started on this. I'll have to just the concede option. They'll taunt me, but that's okay. I clicked the wrong one. Doesn't cost anything. I'm only human. 4 Horsemen. This is a small tower, like 5 levels. I seldom get past level 3. Level 2 can be a push at times. This is a tough one. It's like a uniquely tough one. There are some people that know how to do it, clearly, to get all 5 levels. Let me show you what you're dealing in, like up there. 104. You can top your cards at 100. So this, clearly there's like, okay, it's a single color. It's kind of like, can you run the gauntlet? Have a deck that beats all the blue cards and get the breaks on it, and how hard do you want to try to climb? So there is some strategy to that. But it's very straightforward. It's very easy to learn. I mean, you've got 3 options as far as what the card categories: water, fire, ice. That's it. And if they have the same matchup, the same color, same element matches up, it's whichever one has the higher number. So with this, my opponent's going to have half red and half white cards. I know it's a black line, but think of it like a zebra in this game, black and white. It's easier this way, I assure you. No blues. I don't wear any blues, so if I play a red card, a fire card, the only thing that would beat me is a fire card with a higher number. Well, there's that. This is Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. I already got 6 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game. You can get in by typing !play in chat. All right. Hello, Prince Paradox. Jeff 0079, Mortal Wombats, 4 Slayer, I know Zach Bonifer. Had that success in the first Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast. Hello to Jamie Penguins. Hello to everybody. It's about impromptu nature of this. Want to test some stuff out. Meta Battler, I can be more conversational with this. As fast as the gameplay is, I can be more conversational with this than I can with nearly anything except for maybe The Sims. And even with that, when I get on a roll, I can get a little distracted. So the red's going to beat any sort of white. So the fire beats ice every time. Now, I had the higher number, fire versus fire. So my Aaron Judge tops 2021 digital card wins the round. That's a part of the fun as well. He mix in other stuff. I've got stuff from blockchain brawlers, all sorts of options. So I'll run to a red, I'll lose the round. This is my highest number at the moment. My 90. Ace purple 2011. Ace wins the round. Head to head with the fire. I had the higher number. I'm going to say I'm expecting a red, a fire here. If it had, because blue's either going to lose to a ice or it's going to beat fire. The water puts out the fire. Steel Justice. That'll do it. Alright, so it's only 5 levels to the Horseman Tower. As I noted, when it gets the difficult, I mean 104, you can't really see it there. Yeah, 104 for level 3. Now, you can make it past that, even with a triple. Typically, if you're going to attack this, do it with something where you've got a bunch of one color in a deck versus the way I've got the split, the 10-10-10 split. Here, I know what I'm facing, it's all white cards, all ice. So the reds, the fires will win every round. The blues, the water will lose every round. Water loses to ice. Red, white, and blue. That's why I got that color wheel up there. That's all you have to know for this game. And it's a lot of fun. So I know all these are going to be the same color, the same element. It's going to be ice over here. There's some high cards in there. I'm not sure if this 80 will be high enough. It's not. The 88 beats it. Maybe I'll catch a lower card. I don't know. Again, this is, like I said, it's tough going up against this. This particular tower is the toughest, in my experience. But it's kind of designed to be that way. They're all the same, but that would get monotonous. I tell you what, John and Richie from Ultra Rare, those guys with this game have a winner. There's a reason I wait. Look at that. The 87 beat the 85. I need something like that, at least one of those to go my way. Now, I waited a long time to do any sort of a collab with a game with the NashvilleLou collection. But this was the right game, the right people. It's a lot of fun. Got Zarvine in. We got 8 people in right now for that next Twitchy Tides game. Want to join the list? Just type !play in chat. One more red. There we go. Crosswalk to nowhere for the win. I love that I can make use of this here, because it was so annoying when, in real life when that happened 11 years ago. Having to stop at that crosswalk. Anyway, at least I get some fun out of it now. So I win level 2 there, but here's, I mean, again, this is where this Horseman one, they don't mess around. Look at 104. So I would have to catch a lot as far as the ice cards. Maybe my highest blue would be something out of there, maybe, but I don't know. I'll probably end up conceding it if it looks like it's not going to happen. Ice will beat the water, so at least I get some of these early. See, 82 loses 114. It's not designed to be beaten heads up like that. Maybe I'll go on a lucky roll as far as getting those ice cards, but 87? I mean, it doesn't matter how high the number is. It's not beating a 114. I mean, the Reds came and win. I mean, I should probably go with the Blues. The odd chance they throw a low one out there, be kicking myself. I didn't at least try, but I mean, it's kind of dismal, as you can see there. Even with that early run on those ice cards, didn't matter. All right. So I'll concede there. I'll get taunted, but that's the move. So again, now I've got to explain for people, like, okay, so what does it mean as far as those drawings go? All right. Well, every 5 hours, for this particular one, it comes up every 5 hours. There's a giveaway of 5 packs every hour, and it's just with the 5 hours to, it gives you time where you can go through now, because there's 5 different towers, and you can, if you've got the time to do it, knock them all out, and then you don't have to worry about missing any of them until it comes back around a few hours later. Before, those 2 towers, a little bit more limited, but you're still getting those 5 packs an hour, so the same distribution as that goes. When you've got fewer people playing, the chances go up. If you can really run that table all the way up to 5, with that one in particular, you can do well. That's how that works with the prize packs. It's Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Already got 10 people in the mix for it. If you want to join the list, type !play in chat. All right, so that's the least amount of time remaining until they do the drawing for the 5 winners. Those 5 packs they're giving away per hour. Part of that promotional campaign with Alien Worlds, the game on wax, where I own land, Neri 3616. I bought that early on in 2021 with the thought of using it promotionally here on NashvilleLou Live. It just took a lot longer to get to this point than I expected, but here we are, having a blast with it. All right, so we'll go to the Alien Worlds tower. It makes sense. The Alien Hunter event going on. Those are those packs I was talking about. It's the one deck that I've been using. Once I start to get my cards up to that max level, then I'll switch it up a bit. Plus, they'll probably do some other towers that require you to have certain cards. The sky's the limit with this. They barely scratched the surface. This game continues to be developed and built and played and enjoyed. All right, so level 1, half red, half white cards here for the Robotron Soldier. There are some people that just play this particular level and just hammer it through, trying to get the top ranks as far as this promotional event goes. Get a chance to win some TLM, the currency from the game Alien Worlds. All right, so start with this. Where it's half red, half white, no blue over there. So a blue would beat a red, but a white would lose to a red. Example. There, white against the white, higher number wins. Steel Justice. There. Hoping it's a red this time. It's not. Try it again. Got it that time. Red's going to beat any white. One more. Ace purple. No. Crosswalk to nowhere for the win. All right. Level 1. MVP. That's what you say. What is this reward? Well, this is what you use to level up your cards. Increase given cards strength. And you earn MVP by winning these games here in Meta Battler. It's a very straightforward thing. We've got 11 people in right now for that next Twitchy Tides game. If you want to join the list, just type !play in chat. Oh man, it's gonna come down to this last one. Oh man, I got...
Foolish mortal.
Sometimes your opponents are gonna, even with much weaker cards, will beat you. But again, using the MVP, you can get a rematch. And it's mostly red with some white, and then enough blue to cause you problems, potentially. This is Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. Hello to everybody watching me over on Kick. Got a simulcast there. And the chat's not allowed over on that Kick channel, but people do watch there. So hello to all of you. If you want to play Twitchy Tides, you have to do it over here on Twitch. Got chat over here as well. Twitchy Tides coming up. I mean, this has been just some ridiculously bad luck for me. Come on. Try that again. Inauspicious start here, level 2. The male Nordics. I'm not letting you pass, Pickney. You thought I was going to be a pushover. Forget it. One more. There we go. Third time's the charm. All right, so I got back well more than the 2 times I had to spend a 0.03 MVP, so it's not just a huge amount, but finally get past level 2. Female human. Half blue, some red, a little bit of white. So again, this is the Alien Hunter promotional event that Meta Battler is having. As I noted, I've got nearly 3616 my land in Alien World, so if you play that game, please mine there at least sometimes if you like what I do. Want to support me a bit? Mining there helps me out. I appreciate it. It's taken a long time to get to this point as far as what I felt like it's this huge gap between Twitch and Wax Gaming. It's been very frustrating to me that it's taken this long because I lack the technical skills to do some of the things and the vision in some cases to do some of the things, particularly what Pop Paragon has done with Twitchy Tides. I mean, that game has been huge as far as getting people engaged with Wax wallets and how much fun it is. Even novelty items, promotional giveaway, you can use them in a game like Meta Battler. It's fun. You can stream it. Mix in Twitchy Tides. You'll draw an audience, I promise. If you do it right. People love Twitchy Tides. Only way you really can't use Twitchy Tides is if you're streaming with a delay. You can have recorded material and do it, but if you're like trying to play a game like Blockchain Brawlers where you need like a 5-minute delay, wouldn't really work. That's it for the round. Level 3 a bit easier than level 2. Score 7. The higher your score in a given round of a Meta Battler game, the higher the amount of MVP you get. Also, when I talk about getting a boost in this game from those NashvilleLou Live collection, those digital items I give out, well, this MVP is the amount I get would have been considerably less, except for I have a major boost for having so many different cards on both my collection and a bunch of others, and of course the Meta Battler cards themselves, the ultra rare, ultra comics, etc. These Alien Hunter cards, of course, in the mix as well. This is a male little green person, mostly blue, a little bit of red, a little bit of white. It's mostly red over there, and blue's going to be red every time. You'll have that. The packs as cards you can use in-game. I've opened the bulk of those Series 1 reward packs, but there are a few that they were high enough when I didn't open them, but I synced them up. Okay, I'm going to use this in-game. Mostly blue over there. This will do it. Nope. There we go. Steel Justice for the win. Score 7. 1.388 MVP. Half of that is noted here. Gets sent to my in-game wallet. The other half of that MVP gets infused into the cards themselves. Now, if I were to say, okay, I'm done with Steel Justice. I want to harvest the MVP out of there. There's a way to do that. But the number drops from, this is a 65, it dropped down to a 1. So there's a price to be paid for extracting the MVP, but the cards you use get that. So it's an interesting setup that I don't know if I would have ever thought of, but it's worked out very well this far. All right. Head's Shadewick here. He's kind of tough when you get to the higher levels because these 3 different. I mean, it's very similar to my split, so some of that does get to be luck of the draw as far as when you're playing the blue versus the red versus the white, etc. Well, it's down to 2. Ooh. Last one. This will do it. Got it. Tight finish there. Not a lot of MVP, but advancing to the next round. The next level. Level 6. Okay, all red here for the male reptilioid. The blue cards will win every time. The whites, the ice, will lose every time. Or did I say that backward? Yeah, I said it right. So like the ice loses to the fire. Water's going to win. Round. There we go. Not a flawless victory, but score a 9, 2.928 MVP. And it's a small little bit by bit, then you see how close this is to get from a 71 to a 72. The green shows you the what you accumulated there, and there's the gold lines which you already had in prior. The higher you get, the more MVP you need to level up, as you would imagine. All right, so the Starship Officer here, they went half red, some white, a little bit of blue. This is Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Hello, Dan Asker. Greetings and welcome. Hello, Fonny T. One more. That'll do it. Good morning, Tree Frog Nada. Greetings and welcome. NashvilleLou Live with Meta Battler. And another Twitchy Tides game coming up. This is the Alien Hunter promotional event that Meta Battler is doing with the game Alien Worlds. Play Alien Worlds, please mine at least sometimes over at Neary 3616. My land there. It helps me out a bit. Anytime you can do that. Doesn't be the one you go to every time, but from time to time, if you would, be greatly appreciated for those that play. All right, the level 8 here. This is half blue, some red, a little bit of white. This could be tricky, so this heads up. We'll see. Right at the mutant minnow. 66 beats the 65. Hello, Four Slayer. Hello, Zarvine. Glad to have all y'all with me here today. This morning / afternoon, evening, wherever you are. NashvilleLou live on Twitch, simulcast on Kick. Playing Meta Battler with Twitchy Tides coming up. One more. That'll do it. So, level 8, complete, score 5, 2.693 MVP. Female Nordic, blue, red, and some white. This number suggests this won't be easy for me. I'm going to tell you a car? I don't know. I need to get me in contact with a car dealership. I'll do 2025. Power steering. All-wheel drive. Invisibility cloak. Auto sales is a tough business. Voiceovers is one thing, but the people have to actually do the selling. That's a specialized skill in some cases. Some people just have a knack for it. One more. Nope. Nope. There we go. Get the win there with Battle Hammer. I love the way these Meta Battler cards look when they're all lit up like that. That particular style. Probably to describe it a bit better. That's the details there. So up to level 10. Pretty straightforward here. All red everything for these cards. And then the blues will win every time. The whites will lose every time against an all red. '81 beats a 72. I need a couple of those to catch, and then I've got a shot. 70's not going to probably do it. This either. Where's my water? Lost in the desert. Parched. Need some water cards. Stat, there we go. Municipal Auditorium, help me out. Meta Battler pack, help me out. It's all red, so it doesn't matter which one I pick from that. Two more. Will this do it? 86 beats a 76. One more. I won't be here. Here we go. Excellent work. You have defeated the tower. And like I was talking about that bit by bit. And then you get something like this with this tower victory. Big MVP on that. So this 71 Manic BTC Miner turns into a 72. That's one of the ultra rare cards. I mentioned that those come in with a pretty strong boost in game. There's one of the newest ones for me as far as from the Meta Battler, the Horea card here. It started really high, so okay, this one's getting mixed in. Worked out well. All right, so then you can just start back over. Some people just play this, and I'll show you why. Because there's a special competition going on for what they call TLM. It's the in-game currency you have in Alien Worlds. And again, if you play Alien Worlds, you see the land up there, Neary 3616. I've waited a long time to have a promotion like this where it ties in and it all makes sense, so I'm happy. 3.5 years later, finally got it. Better late than never. But you can see here the top 50 shared in TLN. Some people played a lot, and I mean a lot on here. Come on. I can't compete with that. So I was thinking, I think at 53, so I missed out on the TLM, this first one. I didn't quite understand how the grind worked on the Alien Worlds. I didn't realize you could do as much as you could. So here I was at 158. I would have had to be up to 173. And it's not like you get just a ton at 50. The higher the finish, the more you get. I forget the specifics on it. But anyways, the information's there. There's a lot of transparency to it, though, which helps. And then for something straightforward like, here's those Alien Hunter packs. You wonder what they look like? Well, that's what they look like. We're all sitting over here, but whether it's the Alien Worlds Tower or any of the others, these are the packs that are given out 5 every hour for people that participate. It's a weighted for how many levels you beat in that given 5-hour span, what your percentage is to potentially get one of those 5 packs. It's Alien Hunter cards. Some cool looking cards too. All right, so like for the last one, only my results, but very selfish here. American college football season makes it tough for me to have time, especially with that Warsaken tournament. I was glad to make time for it. We've been needing more of those Blue Mint tournaments for Warsaken Blitz. There's one I was in where I just got into one, so I had a very low, it's like the NBA draft lottery team that like just missed the playoffs. 0.238% of me getting one of those. I mean, a lot of people playing that round. You're going to have a lot more as far as people playing Alien Worlds. You saw that chase or the TLM. But if you want to get some of the packs and you've got limited time, you get 2 games into that Horseman Tower. And let's see the last time for the, I wouldn't be in it, but that's okay. This is the 18 players. So somebody that only played one. Pennybags Jr. won one there, see? The last time there was a drawing. So these are the things to keep in mind if you have a limited amount of time to play. There is some strategy to it as far as what gives you the best chances to win something. It also depends on if you're chasing the TLM. Like I managed to get 10. I could go back through and face some other people that would continue to add up as far as the unique levels beaten as far as that TLM counter goes. I think grinding on that on here would make the most exciting gameplay. Plus, we got other towers to get to as well. Let's see. 4 horsemen. So in 12 minutes, that's going to... We'll have the list of winners out of that, and we'll see. What do I do now? Let's see if I can do this properly. Let me get the slate on. Playing Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. I'm going to go ahead and take my hourly break. On the other side of that, we're going to play some Twitchy Tides. Already had 1 game. Got 19 people in at the moment for it, for Twitchy Tides. If you want to join the list, just type !play in chat. Winner gets a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection you can use to get a boost in Meta Battler. See me playing this here on the stream. We'll get back to Meta Battler in a few minutes. On the other side of the break, though, we'll have Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. back from break. NashvilleLou live. Take the overlay down, that side overlay. Got 19 people in for this next Twitchy Tides game. Last chance to get in on this game with exclamation point play. I'll get in as well, so I'll have us at least 20. The minimum for a game is 10, but the more the better as far as the entertainment level goes, at least for me. All right. So for the winner of this Twitchy Tides game, it'll be a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. We'll give you a boost. Game going back to here in just a couple of moments with Meta Battler. All right, so 20 players, and it starts now. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides. You're on NashvilleLou live. Depth charge, cannonball, and a hook. Things are speeding up a bit as far as the enemies go. Early on, we're down to 15. Depth charge up top. Down to a dozen. Debo, along with Painful Aisha. This is going quickly. Down to 7. My fish is out, so the winner for sure will be the person who gets the prize. It's normally if I win, prize goes to second place. The hooks, Debo up top, Painful Aisha in the middle. That's going to do it. Congratulations, Cesaro and LD. Victorious in this Twitchy Tides game. So with the information copied over. Congratulations, Cesaro and LV, victorious in this Twitchy Tides game. And we're back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. You can get in with exclamation point play. Just type that in chat to get in the next Twitchy Tides game here on NashvilleLou Live. As we get back into it with Meta Battler. Once we get past top of the hour, we'll be able to see how I did in this 4 Horsemen. I mean, I know how I did. I managed to make it to level 3 and not beyond it, so I have 2 as far as the levels. So we'll see if I end up getting a pack, one of those Alien Hunter packs. There'll be 5 given away at top of the hour. And again, you got 5 hours for each one the way it is now because it's 1 per hour on the prizes, so manage things well from a time management standpoint. You can get in the mix for a lot of packs. For people that got some time and want to have some fun playing, you got options here. So the one with the least amount of time remaining that I haven't gone after yet is the Meta Battler. Deck here. Fell off the board. Took a moment to get synced up. So level 1, half blue, some red, a little bit of white. Low canvas, Prince Paradox, Jamie Penguins, Going Tonto, Jericho 1903, Yes Stevie 123, Mortal Wombats, Bulk the Bear, hello, hello. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou Live. I got 10 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. You can join the list, exclamation point play in chat. You can tell that this Meta Battler Alien Worlds co-promotional event, this Alien Hunter event, is driving engagement, particularly in that Alien Worlds tower. But for all of the people are seeing how much fun it is to play Meta Battler. You can use any digital item on the wax chain, like stuff that I've created just for promotional items. You can use in game. You get a boost for my stuff, but it doesn't matter if you don't have to be a collaborating partner to have your stuff in the game. You just have to be on wax, and anybody can do it. It's great. All I have to do is sync your wax wallet up. You don't have to lose possession of these digital items. It just says, okay, you've got these, and you can use them in game. So level 1, score 6 isn't going to be huge as far as that MVP, but a little bit. Level 2, the Darby Allin looking character here, all red. Darby Allin if he's into knives and fire. Well, anyway, let's get to it. So in other words, remember it's red, white, and blue. Got that wheel right here to show you. So the water, the blue's going to win every time against the fire. Fire, the red's going to beat ice, the white. And then ice beats blue. This is all red up here. See how I did that water I was talking about there during the break. Blue beats the red. And then heads up, it's whichever red versus red, whichever has the higher number. It's low enough here on the tower that I should win all of these when it's heads up with the fire. I know I'll win it with the blue. Doesn't matter like how many I get stuck with the ice. So I won't have the flawless victory. That's luck of the draw. One more. Crosswalk to nowhere for the win. Playing Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. We at 5 a.m. Eastern. A quick reset. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Already got 14 people in for it. You can join the group by typing !play in chat. That gets you in for Twitchy Tides. So level 3 here on the Meta Battler title, or tower, self-titled is what I was thinking. So it's half blue, some red, a little bit of white here. Level 3. It's helpful if you pay attention before you get in, because it doesn't show you that split once you start. One more. That'll do it. Free Frog Nada, Chucky, Jeff 0079, Walk the Grid, Dave Ira. Bunch of people in the mix. Glad to have all y'all here with me on NashvilleLou Live with Meta Battler. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Taking on the Meta Battler Tower, level 4. Thank you, Walk the Grid. Will this do it? Yes. Bar Nashville 2003 for the win. Tower level 4. 1.189 MVP. MVP, that's the in-game currency you can use to level up your cards. And I don't remember if it's level 99 or level 100. That's the top that you can get to. But it does top out at some point. Right about that level. I just haven't... 90s as far as I have up at any point with my cards at the moment. Okay, there's the random Aaron Judge 2021 Yankees baseball card in there. Boom. Win the matchup. That's it for the round. Level 5, score of 8. 2 and change on the MVP. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, who makes much of the great background music that I use here on NashvilleLou Live. Level 6. Majority blue, some red, no white. The only way I'm going to lose a round with a blue heads up is hitting another blue, since there's not any whites in there to beat me. One more. That'll do it. All right, level 6, score of 6. Level 7, half red, half white. No blue. There's the website for MetaBattler there in chat. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. So you can tell people are already getting in the mix. Got 19 in there right now. You can join the group by typing !play in chat for that next Twitchy Tides game. One more. Oh. There we go. Level 7, score 3. On to level 8. There's 12 level tower here for this MetaBattler tower. Hello, Jin Terry. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou Live with MetaBattler. And another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Level 8. Pretty even split there. There we go. So level 8, score of 9. I'm justly rewarded there. 4.847 MVP. The cards, like there's, that helps with boosting up this level 86 bar Nashville 2003. Get it close to level 87. And then half of that goes to my in-game wallet, and I can use that to boost or to level up whatever cards I want to. At least until you get to that maximum level, whether it's 99 or 100. Not there yet, but at some point. Problem is, once you're there, then you're being able to use it in-game is a little different. Then it's like, well, you don't get the benefit you do having the non-topped out ones in there. But I'll worry about that problem if and when I get there. As far as having cards that are too powerful, enough, you got to stop there. Level 9, some red, majority white, no blue. We got some very visually compelling backgrounds they have here in game with these various levels in MetaBattler. At level 90, Ace Purple. That's the, right now at least, the highest card I have as far as MVP, or the level goes for it. Oof. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, down to 1. That's gonna do it.
Foolish mortal.
Called a foolish mortal. Alright. These were mostly the 70s or I mean, this is a winnable opponent as far as the matchup. I just didn't get the breaks there. So we'll pay the VIG, the 0.18 MVP. It's more than just boosting up your deck. You can use it when you need to have a rematch. Hmm. 70 loses to the 71. You need to win those. When it's close like that, it's heads up. It's one thing with it's a different element. And I can play reds with more confidence knowing there's not any blue in that opponent's deck. Then hoping I catch a red, play a blue. Ugh. Back to back. A third. Brittle. Man. One more. Got it. All right, tough opponent. Score 3. Some MVP, move on, level 10. Okay, the small amount of MVP I needed for that rematch, well more than made up for what I got out of that victory in that second matchup. So level 10, a little bit of blue, almost all red here. The blue card's what I want to see in hand, so I get one of them. So it goes. 91 there, that's tough. Let's see my 86. Oh, needed to win with that one. Ran to a 90. Man. 81, loses to a 91. This is not going my way. It's blue. The water dripped down to the bottom of the deck, apparently. The time I should have played an ice, I didn't. There's the water. All right. Look, sometimes you get the breaks in this game, and sometimes it's not that way. Oh. Maybe I'll catch a blue here. Nope. Cackled at by the game. All right, now I could pay the 0.24 MVP to rematch, but we run to like 91, 91. I mean, that's okay. Concede. So I'm in with 9 victories there for the tower. Let's see. Okay, so the Horseman. Apparently, I wasn't one of the winners this past. Had the 5 winners. I wasn't one of them. We'll find out who they were. I was in there. And look, the full results. At 25 players. So see how it's worth it to get in there with 1 or 2 on this 4 Horsemen? Well, at least the way it is now. If you're watching the VOD later, no promises. But the way it is now, I mean, you're getting in with 1 or 2. You're still getting a 2% chance just with a 1 win. I had 2 myself. Again, you can get up to that level 5 if you have a single color deck or you find some ways to get up that tower. I'm not exactly set up to do it. Maybe I should be set up with it. That's on me to put a deck together to do that, though. Anyway, point is, even with just a couple of wins, I was in the mix. I didn't get it there, but you see who did, how it's not that difficult. You have a little bit of time to play. That's not a bad one to target, at least now. Talk about the Tower Reward Multiplier. 22 people in for Twitchy Tides. So the more, and it's the unique as far as the templates go. Just if you have 10 of the same card, it doesn't give you 10 boosts with it. But if you have cards from different templates, as far as, like if you have 5 of my Crosswalk to Nowheres, well, you only get the boost with 1 of those as far as what you get in game. That's true for my cards or anybody else's. So it's unique as far as the templates go. And again, there's a checks and balance to all this. But this multiplier is for real at 3.74. That's how I'm getting these MVPs pointing around there, 2, 3, 4, sometimes those higher levels. Those multipliers come into play. Quite nice. So look at those Meta Battler cards, and they're going to sync them, give you the highest starting level. So if you're getting in, it helps to have some of those. Highly recommended getting those packs they got for sale. You can check the secondary market as well. Those packs set you up quite nicely, especially if you're new to it. But you probably, if you're already an existing person on the wax chain as far as playing games or digital artwork or whatever drew you to wax, you can get in very easily, sync up your stuff as far as your digital items go. It's not going to take it out of your wallet. You're not going to lose possession of it. It just says, okay, it confirms you've got this, and this, and or this, and 1,000 others, depending on how many you got. The founding collections, I was talking about that earlier, the Ultra Horrors, Ultra Rare, Ultra Comics, John and Richie, some of their other stuff they've done, that founding collections gets also a very high boost. Not as much as the Meta Battler cards do. Those get that top level, but still very nice, the in-game boost you get starting off with these cards. And so, again, but there's a cap, a maximum of 1.5. And for each one, you get like 0.002% as far as that. So there is a certain reward to having, but you got to have the unique ones. So it makes it interesting. As far as that goes, the collaborator collections, I've talked about this before. Lude Momoko up there at number 1. I mean, there's no catch in Lude Momoko, at least not me. Some of these others, I think, will at some point start playing this more, and then I'm going to get jumped at some point. I really shouldn't be in second, but I'm happy to be there. I mean, it's because I've given out so many promotionally over the last 3.5 years from the NashvilleLou collection. I'm going 12,000 different wallets with at least one of my digital items. But there have been people playing and using them, and not just me, though. You got Faded Monsuda. I expect at some point, when Sensei Bullrock, he's got a winner with that game. But it's good promotionally. It doesn't give me an extra level of reward rate or any of that for being up there high. It just means I show up higher, and that means more promotion for me. It's great. It's a win-win. Like Consumer Break, I'm surprised there's not higher for that. You get the wide variety in here. All sorts of different games, collections, etc. But you'll notice up here, I've already well tapped out at the collaborative collections, max of 1x, and 0.5x per collection. So even if you were to take mine out of the mix, I'd still have more than 100, and that would have me at that 1x multiplier. So somebody coming in that's brand new isn't going to be at a huge disadvantage trying to collect MVP. Got some whales in here that got 10,000 of a certain. It's not like that. It's set up with a balance to it. Pretty well put together, I gotta say. And there's a bunch of people, bunch of different great and varied. You got Soul the Cat in there. And again, this is just in order of how much total infused MVP. I talked about using the cards in game, and it infuses half the MVP into the cards themselves. Well, people use the cards, whatever collection they're for, it gets infused, and that boosts it up in the list. There's a lot on here. And then down here at the bottom, you have the community collection. These are not collaborators, but like the Aaron Judge 2021 opening day Topps card that I have. I've got 16 different Topps cards here. I've got a few. But the Aaron Judge is the one I like the most. So I'll get that in the mix. We got like the Funko collection. That's really for me. I've already tapped out the 0.5x. So it's not like somebody that has 100,000 Funko digital items is going to have some huge advantage because, again, there's a cap to it. But for people that already have that, that's a draw to come into the game. You can use these cards to get a bit of a boost as far as the starting spot goes, and it works out pretty well, I got to say. Certainly I'm happy being up here at number 2, but I don't think I belong there. I think there's other collections that will be above me sooner as opposed to later, so for now I'm enjoying the spot. I think people are aware of what I have and the stream and everything, just like they'll be aware and are aware of, like, Consumer Break. Congrats to Consumer Break. I mentioned it earlier. Consumer Break getting that partner status last week. So no, he worked really hard to get to that point. Watching his show earlier, talking about West Virginia. The 2 times I worked at WSAZ Television in Huntington, West Virginia. He's in Charleston, or near Charleston. He said that, I'm not doxing him, he said that on air. But anyway, point is there's a bunch of great collections in here in the mix, and so it's interesting to see the way this all, the checks and balances of it. It's well set up. So you got feature collections like it's right now with Alien Worlds. Like at some point, this may end as far as this particular collaboration. They'll have a different partner in as a feature. So to be determined on that. I don't know what they have planned. I get to be surprised just like you will as far as that goes. So a lot of fun to be had here with Meta Battler. All right, let's go ahead. Let's play a Twitchy Tides game, shall we? We got a bunch of people that are in here already for it, so. I'll get in as well with exclamation point play. So last chance to get in on this. For the winner, be a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection. Give you a boost in Meta Battler. You're watching here live on stream with me. And hello to everyone watching on Kick. Twitchy Tides is a Twitch exclusive, but I know there are people watching on Kick as well, so hello to you. Everyone watching over on Kick, and hello Twitch. We got 24 here in the mix. Welshdan FT, I didn't see everybody that got in there earlier. If I missed anybody, not an intentional oversight. Glad to have all on the mix. So 24 participants. Here we go. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. Depth charge. I'm out. Down to 20. Seems like the enemies are coming faster. I don't know if something got thrown off a bit when played earlier on Saturday with that Warsaken Blitz tournament. I was out. Round 1, I lost. It wasn't a long stream, but I did mix it up a bit as far as Piranha mode. I thought that up things as far as the enemy combatants went. You can see a pair of Debos coming through. We're down to 11. It's Twitchy Tides. You're on NashvilleLou Live. Down to 8. That depth charge. Meanwhile, Pink Felicia. Floor level. And we're down to 5. Cannonball. Devo, we're down to 2. Jamie Penguins and Going Tonto, the final 2 in this Twitchy Tides game. And that'll do it. Congratulations, Jamie Penguins. Victorious in this Twitchy Tides game. Talking about Consumer Break. You see that turtle, that Consumer Break turtle Jamie Penguins had there for the win. So congratulations on the victory in that Twitchy Tides game, Jamie Penguins. Please remember that prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast, and they'll be sent from my Fulfillment wallet. It's the name of my wax wallet I use for the bulk of the prizes I send out here on NashvilleLou Live. Now we're back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. If you want to get in, just type exclamation point play in chat. Again for that next Twitchy Tides game. All right, so again, the top of the hour, they had the 5 packs that were won from the 4 horsemen, and so that's back open. It's got the most time remaining, and so I tend to focus on what's got the least amount left time-wise until it runs out. So here we go with the Horrors Season 1, Series 1, I should say. The one, the Ace deck that I've been using, sticking with it. So level 1, Mr. Trickster, half red, half white, no blue. Playing red means I would beat any white card. Like there's not any blue in there, so that's not a worry. The white does lose to the red. That's the way it works. You each start with 10 health points. Whoever wins a given round knocks 1 health point off the opponent. The more health points you have when you win a round, the higher your reward, that MVP they give out for winning a round. There is incentive to win. Or for that higher health number. The way this has been designed is very good from a player motivation standpoint. It's clearly been very well thought out. A lot of the traps and problems that other games have fallen into, I've noticed that Meta Battler has avoided quite wisely. And look, nothing's perfect. You'll have to adjust over time and learn what people are going to want and what they'll respond to. But I tell you, this game is a winner. It's fun. Easy to stream. And you've got a combination with something like Meta Battler and Twitchy Tides. Makes for a nice combo. People that like playing wax games. Alright, so not the highest score I'll have for a round 1, but it works. Level 2, a little bit of blue, some red, and half white. The Everlasting. Sometimes things work out in this game. Score a 9 there for me on level 2. The Noon Witch card leveled up to from 69 to 70. Level 3 taking on Jurogummo, half red, half white, no blue. We've already got 8 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game. You can get in yourself by typing !play in chat. This is Meta Battler. And you can use any digital item on the wax chain in this game. You can create it yourself. It's funny, in school, art was one of the few things that I did poorly in, especially grade school. I just didn't have the aptitude for it as far as what traditional art is. But with digital, it's been different. I can't take a pencil with a piece of paper. Some people can do just amazing things. It's similar with music. I never had that aptitude, but I can appreciate great music just like great art. Even I can't necessarily create it myself. But here, I mean, look, it's pretty straightforward. You know, this promotional and then something I use in-game. I never would have thought would have worked out that way, but it's been very nice here in-game as far as creating some entertaining at times. Thanks to these cards. A little Welsh NFT. Zyle. Misty Rios. Welcome to NashvilleLou Live. Meta Battler. Got Twitchy Tides, another game coming up. !play gets you in for Twitchy Tides. 1 more to win the round. Whoa. Everything turned blue. Aaron Judge for the win. Level 3, score 5. And Topps only made digital cards on wax in 2021. That was the only year they did it, so somewhat limited group with that, but fun to use. All right, so a little bit of red, mostly white here for Creepo the Clown. No blue. Hello, Enmata. Got 11 players already in for the next Twitchy Tides. I tell you, people love Twitchy Tides. I've said it. It's a draw. People love it. You're playing it. No matter the time of night, the game, people will seek you out. Pop Paragon has done such a great job with Twitchy Tides. It's remarkable. You can pair it with basically anything. I could take Twitchy Tides and Meta Battler and a third game, and I can make it work if I needed to. I mean, it's almost going to become that eventually, like almost a variety show feel, I think, at least for some streamers. And for others, they'll find their own path. You have tremendous flexibility. Again, most people in this world have not worked in television. I can tell you from working in television, you don't get latitude. You don't get to do things the way you want to. You have to do them the standard operating procedure, and you're going to get yelled at if that Chiron doesn't have the proper way to put abbreviations or whatever. You'll get heat. I worked with some great people in the television news business, but I tell you, it's stressful. It's such a stressful gig. Oh, what game am I playing? This is Meta Battler. I should probably put that in here. Metabattler.io. And it's great because it uses anything that's on the Wax chain. Can be used in-game as a card. It syncs up with your wallet. You don't have to deposit anything as far as it's non-custodial. Not like our planet was that way back when. Where it just was nonsense as far as stuff you had. Or some places still have custodial. For some people, that works out. But for this, much easier, especially for new people. Like, what are you talking about, Lou? Just let me play. Well, it's easy. That's my point. And Meta Battler's a new game. They had to work hard to get their category listing here on Twitch. It wasn't something they just will give you if you ask. It's a big process dealing with the gatekeepers on that. But they successfully did so, and it's a good game. I got the victory here, level 4, score of 8. And that MVP gets infused. And so that helps my overall scores for the NashvilleLou collection. Or it helps for, like, say, let's see, I don't know if the Aaron Judge one is here for me to point as an example, but there we go, yeah. So, like, for tops, okay, a little bit of a boost there for that total list as far as the those non-collaborator collections or community collections that are popular other collections on the Wax chain, including those tops cards. Level 5, a little bit of blue, a little bit of red, a whole lot of white here for Evil That Devours. Evil. But this is not like it's not like this is some sort of a mastermind difficult strategy game. A child could play this game easily. And because if you can play rock, paper, scissors, which is a pretty basic thing, you can play this game. And it's fun, it's easy. I could sit here and talk to you for 15 minutes about the fans throwing bottles on the field during the Georgia-Texas American football game last night, college football, over in Austin. Call got overturned because there was a delay in the game because the fans they got rowdy down in Austin, Texas, throwing bottles on the field. There was a delay, and then they overturned the call, which is like a dangerous precedent. It's like the NWO when Hulk Hogan turned heel in 1996, and fans started throwing trash, and they would show that clip on television, and then more and more it promoted bad behavior from fans. They're going to have to get that one bottled up quick. So that's going to be people be talking about it for a while. It's one of those things people remember, and not in a good way. Ultimately, ended up not costing Georgia the game, but man. My nephew Benjamin is a big fan of the Texas Longhorns. And my brother Matt, his dad, is a Mississippi State grad, so family went on to Austin when Mississippi State played there, because now with Texas and the SEC, welcome to the SEC. We got bottles getting thrown like it's Amarillo working for Terry Funk on a Saturday night. You're the main event heel. You got too much heat. Got to sneak out in the back of somebody's car. It's like to literally run you out of town on a rail. All right, one more. I imagine for most international fans, my experience, and I've been able to travel some when I was younger in particular, Spent a semester of college in the UK, Harlexton College in Grantham, England, the fall of 1998, at the time of my life. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Oh my goodness. But American college football, most people around the world are like, why is this popular? Why do people care? Like, it's difficult to explain. They just do. To an almost irrational level at times. Alright, so that's it for the round. Level 5, score 5. You see, this is very straightforward, this game. Like right here. Okay, level 6 for this one, it's all white cards. So no red, no blue. So a lot of red cards for me will be a good thing. Blue, not so much. If I have white cards, we'll go heads up, and hopefully I'll win the bulk of those. Nice getting these reds. Bar Nashville 2003. Ace Purple 2011. Neary 3616. So I guess May 2021 is when I got that landed Alien Worlds. Please mind there if you play Alien Worlds, at least sometimes. Neary 3616. One more to go for the round. The NashvilleLou floppy for the win. The flawless victory on level 6. With that, again, that boosted, that MVP, you saw that's more than 3x as far as what I get with that boost. So instead of getting what might have been, 1 MVP, it's 3.254. Adds up. So mostly blue, a little bit of white, no red here for Devil of the Sea, level 7. Veerman, Rising Dragons, Prince Paradox, Mortal Wombats, hello. Welcome everybody to NashvilleLou Live, playing Meta Battler with another Twitchy Tides game coming up. You can join the list by typing !play in chat. !play to get in for the next Twitchy Tides game. It's twitchytides.io and then Meta Battler. I can type it correctly. Make sure I type the link properly. Double check that. I have a copy paste set up, but I don't. Pretty straightforward there. One more. Won't win with that floppy. Let's go with this. Fairground Sports Arena for the win. Level 7, score of 7. Just a little bit shy of 3 MVP for me there. Again, half gets infused in the cards, the other half goes into my in-game wallet. Very straightforward and easy with Meta Battler. Half blue, half white, no red here for Faceless Prince. Got SDB123 in. We got Tree Frog Nada in. 16 people in right now for that next Twitchy Tides game. One more. Crosswalk to nowhere for the win. Level 8, score of 6. Playing Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. We'll have another Twitchy Tides game coming up. Level 9, Thin Man. And the giant claw hands you gotta watch out for. They're half blue, half white, no red. I'm guessing wrong on these. Oof. One more. Oh, 63 loses to a 64. One of these blue cards suddenly. There we go. Ace purple for the win. It gets me past level 9. This is Meta Battler, NashvilleLou Live. Level 10, the Brute. Half blue, half red. No white cards here for the Brute. Hmm. 63 lost to a 67 there. Although it could have been worse if I played the Mutant Minnow. It lost by 1 point. Guess it didn't matter there. Ooh. 70 loses to a 73. Uh-oh. $76 beat a 74. 72 tie. Tie. Ugh. Not looking good here. Down to this last one. Got it. 81 beating 80. What a rally. On level 10. 81 beat the 80. Not a lot of MVP, but that wasn't what I was worried about. Winning the level. Level 10. Good stuff here. Level 11. Pretty even split with the blue, red, and white against the Genie. We got Tree Frog, Nada, Walk the Grid, and Terry, 2 left hands, Master A's. 19 people in at this point for the next Twitchy Tides game. Right now playing Meta Battler, NashvilleLou Live. Oof. One more. Nope. 72 loses to a 79. That'll do it. All right, level 11, score 5. Look at the MVP. That big multiplier really helps get these higher levels. And half of that total MVP goes to my in-game wallet. The other half gets infused in the cards that won in the round. Clear. Like nothing for the Manic BTC Miner since it lost that heads-up battle, but a bit there for Municipal Auditorium. Level 12. Playing Meta Battler, NashvilleLou Live. Got 21 people in for this next Twitchy Tides game. Force Slayer, Canvas, Dan Asker in the mix. I have all y'all here. In Meta Battler, it's a very easy game to play. It's an easy game to stream. And yet it's a lot of fun. Especially if you have a lot of different digital items on the wax chains. You can use them in this game however you want. $83 lost to an 88 there. I need to catch 1 or 2 of those. I still might, but I don't know. It's kind of tough at this point on this tower. I get some blues. It's the water. Brea. Muni. No. 82 loses to an 88. That's the time they throw the change up. Oh. They throw another. No. Back to the fire for you. 86, and you run to a 92. I hope I catch a water here, but it's unlikely. Ah, well, I got the water. Water. Last one. Well, this could have 88. Bridgestone Arena for the win. And we tie the round. Both have an 88. Oh, that was my window there, I think. I think my best chance is maybe catch a blue. Because I don't think 70 is going to cut it. If there's a fire card, it's not going to be a 70, I don't think. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I think the better chance is catching another blue. Steel Justice. Got a blue. Dramatics there. Steel Justice for the win. Get some actual use out of this. Imagine that. The smile there. And the clear frown for the person get the chair shot to the head. So, level 12 victory. Now top of the tower. Level 13. All right. I mean, this pretty even split there as far as the three colors go, the three elements. It's doable depending on the catch as far as the distribution goes. We'll see. Need some luck. Dave Ira, 15 gracious. Bunch of people in the mix here for Twitchy Tides. Coming up, NashvilleLou Live playing Meta Battler right now. $86 blue. You're hoping you get some out of that. There we go. 86 beats the 73. One more. That'll do it.
Excellent work. You have defeated the tower.
Excellent work. You have defeated the tower. Look at that. MVP 1309. Tower level 13, score 7. I caught some breaks like I said I needed to. See right there. Roar the Gray. Moving up level 66 now. Is it like roar, like a roar of a lion? I presume that. Roar the Gray. This is Meta Battler, NashvilleLou Live. So 13 minutes from now, they'll have that next random draw for, this time it'll be the Alien Worlds. It's every 5 hours. It's kind of like on rotation as far as which one's going to be next. Like an hour, 13 minutes, they'll have the random draw for the Meta Battler tower, and then so on and so forth. So kind of plan accordingly with that. But you see how you can play this game, particularly with 5 towers here. You can stream this for hours and time kind of fly by. A lot of fun. I'm going to go ahead now and bring the slate up. I'm going to take my hourly break. Take 1 break per hour here on NashvilleLou Live. The other side of that break, we'll have another Twitchy Tide team. We've got 23 people in right now. Drewmar in the mix. If you want to get in, all you have to do is type !play in chat. That'll get you in for Twitchy Tides. Winner gets a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection that you can use to get a boost in Meta Battler. We'll get back to Meta Battler in a few minutes. On the other side of this break, we'll have Twitchy Tides going to appear on NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. All right, coming back from break, NashvilleLou live. Bring down that overlay. Got 24 people in at the moment for Twitchy Tides. I'll get in as well, so we'll have at least 25 this next game. For the winner, a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection that you can use to get a boost. And Meta Battler, we'll get back to here in just a few minutes. I'll be at number 25. Before we get going, though, I do want to take a look in the settings. It seems like it's going too fast. I want the standard, but I changed it from... I want to go back to the defaults, and I don't know that I necessarily reset everything like I needed to do that before. Right on to slow and then back to normal. I want it to be slow. I don't want to be like too drawn out, but it has to be fast enough for me to be able to tell what's going on, I think, as far as the effectiveness. And yet, look, it's Twitchy Tides. People love it in basically any form. And I needed it for yesterday with that Warsaken Blitz tournament because I had a first round opponent ready. So I have to go with the Piranha mode. So we had that. So 25 participants here for this Twitchy Tides game. And it starts now. Good luck. If I win, prize goes to second place. Enemies tearing through early. Pink Felicia. Down to a half dozen. Or down to a dozen, I should say. I noticed that Pink Felicia's only knocking out 3 people and that's it, which feels like you get from different settings in the game. But whatever the case, there I go. Say, oh, you want more people to get eliminated, Lou? Don't mind if I do. Big Worm with a hook. Takes out Brazen Blake. We're down to 5. Another hook. We're down to 4. With Debo the Shark, down to 3. Make that 2. Veerman and 2 left hands. Photo finish. 2 left hands victorious. And Twitchy Tides. Right down to the end there. Right. So congratulations to 2 left hands. Victorious in this Twitchy Tides game. Bring the slate back up for just a moment as we get ready to get things going again with Meta Battler. Alright, so back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. You can get in for that next Twitchy Tides game now with exclamation point play. And chat, that's exclamation mark play for Twitchy Tides. We'll see in a little more than 3 minutes, whenever they go ahead and determine it, who the winners of those Alien Worlds, those 5 packs given out for this hour. In 5 packs every hour. They're on a 5-hour rotation with the 5 towers. Works out quite well. So a couple of shorter runs here. First, Hall of Heroes. 5-level tower. This is winnable, but sometimes a little tricky. More than half blue here for Terror Toad. Round 1 opponent, some red, some white, but mostly blue. If you have a wax wallet, you got wax digital items. It doesn't matter if they're a partner per se, or a collaborator or a contributor. Anything on the wax chain. You can create something new to put in game and use if you wanted to. The world is yours with that. It's really something as far as what's possible. Being on Terror Toad. With Meta Battler, get the 3 elements. It's red, white, and blue. Red beats white, which beats blue, which beats red. Remember red, white, and blue, and you understand the concept of rock, paper, scissors. You can play this game. It's practically anybody. Play Meta Battler and have fun with it. More fun when you win the round, of course. One more. That'll do it. All right, so Hall of Heroes, level 1, score 4. Killer Kaiser. Some blue, looks like about half red, and then a little bit of white, and a head on a stick. With a smile. It's quite the ominous looking background here. I don't want to end up in that cage. Stay out of there. Be easy to second guess yourself when you make a decision that doesn't work out. In some ways you can play almost by instinct, though, if you have a decent idea of what your opponent has. There we go. All right. Level 2 complete. I got 12 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game as we hit 6 a.m. Eastern. A quick reset. This is NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Playing Meta Battler, also having live Twitchy Tides games. We'll have another coming up here in a bit. We got 12 people in for the moment. Room for more, you can get in. Just type !play in chat to get in that next Twitchy Tides game. So here, level 3, and this only goes up to level 5 for this Hall of Heroes. And see what's coming up as well if I make it this far. Pretty even split as far as those go. This, likewise, an even split, just lower as far as the overall average card value for strength. Higher the level, the stronger the card. One more. No, it won't do it. Wait this time till we got it. Mute Minnow's like, are you sure you have that? I've got an empty treasure box here. Bottom of the sea. Level 4, Freddy Fun Kill. Even distribution. Prince Paradox, Jeff 0079, Jericho 1903, Drew Mar the latest. Getting in this next Twitchy Tides game, 14 people in. !play in chat. There we go, Ace Purple. One more. That'll do it. Aaron Judge for the win. April 1st, 2021, opening day of that season. And it's the 1 year that the Tops had digital cards on the wax chain, so fun to use those in-game. Aaron Judge card in the mix. Victorious there, level 4. Down to the top of the tower, level 5. And Damo Neo, the name of the card. Pretty healthy amount of blue, a little less on the red, some white. Won't be easy. Really hate to lose. You got 88 red, and it's a blue card hitting you. Oof. 71 loses to an 84 on the water. One more. That'll do it. Congratulations, the tower is fallen. The victorious there. Level 5 of the Hall of Heroes tower. Playing Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. I got 16 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game. I love it. And around the clock, there are people that were wanting to play Twitchy Tides that love that game, that watch and participate on stream, get in the game, chance to win. Even if you don't win a prize, you're still in the mix there with Twitchy Tides, and high performances there can help in that game as far as that overall monthly leaderboard. I just went through here, didn't I? Okay. I'll have to, it'll say concede, but no contest. Need to get out of there. All right, so past top of the hour. I guess I wasn't one of the lucky winners, so we can find out who was, though. Part of the fun of this, I mean, there's transparency with all of this. And that's what the Alien Hunter packs look like. They're giving away 5 per hour. Because every 5 hours, one of those 5 towers, I'm not trying to rhyme, but they cycle through, and for each one of those, there's 5 winners, and your odds of winning depend on how many of those unique levels you beat in that prior 5-hour time slot there. You see where I had 3.279% chance, but didn't work out for me there at 37. Because that Alien Worlds one's going to be the toughest, I think, for the short term, because there are a lot of people that are playing that and only that to go after the TLM. And I should probably show you what I mean on that. Like, they're just going through there, and they don't care about playing any of the other towers. They're just playing this one here, and they're going through and just stacking it up. Because, I mean, you see, there's the 50,000 TLM for each week that's being given away for the top 50. I pointed out before, I finished week 1 at number 53, which surprised me. I figured I'd be in the mix, but I wasn't. And then I looked into it and said, oh, how did that happen? Well, that's how it happened. So 1,747 bosses beaten. I mean, I don't have that level of dedication. I can do my best with it. Man, you earned that one. But top 50 is doable at the moment for this level 2. I kind of fell off, though, today or yesterday. American football season's tough for me. What can I say? So right now, number 48. Down the charts here at 48. Out of Nashville. It's like a 90 different unique leaders that I've beaten, or however they say that. Unique. Most bosses. Not even unique. Most bosses. So I guess that's going, when you start churning through the tower a few times, you rack it up more than I realized. So that's what's going on with the TLM. So this is a 4-week event from the looks of it. This is week 2. So even if you're not going to be in the mix for this, know that maybe for the next week or the week after, you could be a chance. If you know Alien Worlds, you understand TLM. If you know Wax, you can exchange TLM to get Wax. So options for you as far as that goes for people that are interested in that. Got 20 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. I love it. Exclamation point play. And chat get you in for Twitchy Tides. Short tower here with the 4 horsemen. It's a 5-level one, but like I was talking about the outset of the broadcast, this is not one where I'm typically going to win. Maybe at some point I'll try it out with one of those single element decks. That would take me putting together, and I think that would be kind of tedious for the broadcast. Like where I've got that even split. I got 30 cards. If I came in with like all blue or all red or all white or something and say, okay, we got these bosses. Okay, it's not designed to be beaten in the standard way. 114. But this is different colors. Now this is different because before going through here it was like they had blue and well, okay, this is all 3 different colors, so I can't explain this. Maybe it's the luck of the draw on that. There's some that I don't know about that. I just know that I get to this level and I'm like, well, you got to really catch some breaks to beat level 3. Because look, 114. You can't get your cards beyond or even close to that level, beyond the 100 threshold. But you can win levels 1 and 2, and at least get you in the mix. So if you're going to only be able to play for a short amount of time, the Four Horsemen's a good one to play. Like, you haven't played in a bit, and you got 5 minutes, and you're not going to be able to play again for the rest of the day. What's your best chance to get a high percentage and maybe get a lucky draw, get one of those Alien Hunter packs? That would be my recommendation. This is Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. 21 people already in for that next Twitchy Tides game. Now, I'd hoped it would last longer on Saturday with that Blue Mints tournament for Warsake and Blitz, but I was out in the first round. Didn't even have a full hour for the broadcast. The way it worked out. One more. That'll do it. Level 1 of the Horsemen. Again, it's not a whole lot of MVP. And to me, the value, though, is getting these level wins when on a tower that's tough as far as getting a large number. Gives you a chance to at least get in the mix for one of those cards. One of those card packs, I should say. The Alien Hunter packs. All blue here for level 2 and Conquest. That means white cards, the ice cards be what I want. Reds won't do me any good here. Then blues, it's heads up, whichever has the higher number. The 83 there, so I can't get too flippant about it. 87, okay. This is more than just like a high. Sometimes you get these starting numbers listed. It feels like a little bit of a, like radio math. They inflated it a bit. But in this case, yeah, this is legit. Four Horsemen level's no joke. The 87 beat the 74, but a higher card could have caused me problems there. Let's see this 82. Loses to the 83. See what I mean? Let's go back to the ice. Yeah, floppy disk. Steel Justice. 72 blue. Loses to the 85. 77. Fairground Sports Arena. Loses to an 81. Moon Raider 70s. Not liking. I don't like the odds here after the last couple. Oh, that's a lower one. That's 73, but the Reds are going to lose regardless. So, I mean, I've got a 6-2 lead, but you see where it can get challenging against a strong single color when you're getting 66 in my draw here with Mutant Minnow. Oh, I didn't mean to right click. Don't do that. Ace Purple for the win. The level 2, so fight to get there, but I got the victory. So again, you can see like if you had 5 minutes, you beat the 2 levels. Level 3 if you got a bail, because you got level 114 opponent. You can always concede, then go on with your day, and maybe have a pretty decent shot relative to the time you spend as far as getting one of those reward packs, the Alien Hunter packs. Essentially, I need to catch all 10 of my blue cards, all of my water. I should probably at least try with the reds, and the off chance there's a low one, because these whites aren't going to win regardless. Five more water cards in there. But you see how you really need to get a couple of heads-up wins, the same element. Unless you, I mean, sometimes you don't have to. You can catch some breaks. Maybe I will here with the water. Maybe not. 88, though. I don't like, I mean, this will probably be a triple-digit number, but whoa, I didn't mean to play that card. Well, that was a 95 anyway, so would have lost it regardless, but not the best form. $88. Loses to the 103. Evil laugh. Concede. So again, that's normally what you'll get with the Horseman. Sometimes you can win that third level, and if so, that's great. And maybe I know clearly there are decks that are designed to get through there. If you catch an opponent with a bunch of single colors. But there's that. Okay, so the next one up will be this Alien Worlds. Back to that. Be a good time to go through here with the deck builder. I've got 40. I can't really see it because of the overlay, or you can't at all see it, but I got 45.2 MVP in my wallet. And so now I can go through here with my deck. I can switch out things if I want to, but really my goal is to get these top cards up as high as possible. And overall, where it's my reds are higher, the average at least, than the whites or the blues. Although my Ace Purple 2011 90, I could go for a 91 here. I could boost Ace up to 91. I may do that. There's Bridgestone. I can boost it. It would go to an 89. I like the idea of having a real high number. At least 191. Let's do it. More than 500 MVP in this card alone. Ace Purple 2011 getting the mega push. So I've got 12.5 MVP still to be used. For that Golf Course Deer, it's not enough to get that. Not enough for Municipal Auditorium. Could boost Fairground Sports Arena. A Bar Nashville. Not enough for Bar Nashville 2003. Crosswalk to Nowhere. Here we go. Let's boost this up to an 84. Even more powerful Crosswalk to Nowhere. Extra long red light. There's a rib. See how long traffic will wait there with a red light. Just indefinitely. So now you can see how the deck, over time, you can build up your cards you want to be using in game and get them higher and higher than MVP. Pretty straightforward thing. Quite nice. Hello, Valky. Got Zarvine, Mortal Wombats, 15 Gracious in. I think before we get back into this next, out of the deck builder, this Alien Worlds tower here in a moment. But first, let's see. Slate it for just a second. All right, so we've got 24 people in right now for this next Twitchy Tides game. We'll get to it here shortly. I'll join. They'll put us at 25. If I happen to win, the prize goes to second place. But otherwise, for the winner, it'll be a Warsaken foil prime card and an item from the NashvilleLou collection that'll give you a boost and Meta Battler. Get those high MVP rewards. See how I did it. It's not that tough. It's fun. It's easy to play. Also fun and easy to play Twitchy Tides. Hello, Fonny T. So Fonny T's in for 25. I'll be in. That'll be 26 players. All right, here we go. 26 players. Good luck. It's Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. We'll have more Meta Battler here in a bit. Early on, the opponent strike, and we're down to 20. And it feels like it's more frequent. It feels like it's on a different setting as far as the opponents go. But nevertheless, here we are, 19 still in the mix. Make that 15, a depth charge, a pair of Debos, the Sharks. Twin Sharks topside and middle. Going down Broadway. I'm out. My fish is. We're down to 9. I sold the catfish out. Who'll be the winner of this Twitchy Tides game? Big Worm with a hook. Depth charge. We're down to a half dozen. Pink Falacia. Down to 4. Valky, Zarvine, Canvas, Viper Zar, the final 4. Depth charge. Pink Falacia. Debo. We're down to 2. And that's going to do it. Congratulations, Viper Zar. The victory there, just getting past Valky. All right. That fifth Twitchy Tides game of the broadcast, the fifth different winner. Congratulations, Vipers are victorious in Twitchy Tides. Keep in mind, prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of this broadcast, and they'll come from my fulfillment wallet. All right. So we're back open for the next Twitchy Tides game. You can get in for that right now with exclamation point play in chat. We'll have some more Meta Battler here, so we'll take on the Alien Worlds Tower again. Got past top of the hour. Went through that before as far as the 5 packs given out. I was not one of the lucky winners, but in the added bonus for this Alien Worlds Tower, not only a chance to be one of the 5 lucky pack winners for a given hour, but also a chance to potentially earn TLM if you can be one of the top 50 finishers as far as the total bosses beaten in Alien Worlds. Week 2 of 4 here. Each week is its own standalone, so it's not like you fell behind early, you don't have a chance. But for those who've been playing, like me, hopefully for me, I finished at number 53 for week 1. Just missed out on that top 50. So here we go back at it. Level 1, talking half blue, a little bit of red, and then a small amount of white for female human. That 91 ace purple in there. One more. That'll do it. Level 1, score bait, on to round 2. Level 2. Male Reptiloid. 13, all red. Single color opponent here as far as the elements, all fire, so. Well, I don't know why he's doing the jump around there with the cards. The white cards won't help me any. They're going to lose to any red. It's all red over there. Blue will beat every red. So some luck of the draw here. I could end up with a flawless, but I won't because got all 5 ice cards here. So even with the 87 ice, nice floppy disk, but still, it's going to lose to a red. And there we go. Level 2, score bait. But I mean, if you're going to try and get to the top of that list for TLM, you saw how many wins those people had for week 1. Man. A little bit of blue, mostly red, some white here for male Nordic. My 87 golf course deer loses. Rhea for the win. That's her name there, Rhea. All right, level 3, score 7. Level 4, female Nordic. Little blue, half red, some white. Look at that. People are getting in for Twitchy Tides, and people love Twitchy Tides. Zyle, Zarvine, 4 Slayer, Unmata, Dave Ira, 15 Gracious, SDME 123, Going Tonto, Misty Rios, Valky, Drumar, all y'all in the mix. Solkanar, hello. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou Live. For something that kind of threw together last minute style, middle of the night. You see, people love Twitchy tides. I'll seek it out. It's just because it's early AM Nashville time. Bunch of different time zones around the world, and people around the world love Twitchy tides. Let's see if my 91 Ace Purple can do something here. All right. Low Viper Czar, Gentari in there. 14 people already in for the next Twitchy Tides game. You can join the list, ! Play in chat as I win the round here. Level 4, score 7. On to level 5 of this Alien Worlds tower. And if you play Alien Worlds, please mine at least sometimes at Neri 3616. Those are the coordinates. The planet Neri 3616. The tree forest. Don't take up too much of your time. If you play, please at least sometimes mine over at Neri 3616 if you want to help me out a little bit. Greatly appreciated. Level 5. Female Reptiloid, all red here, as far as the cards go. I know the white cards will lose every time against an all-red deck, so I'll avoid those. The blue's going to win every time. The reds, it depends on the number. Should be in a pretty good spot here as far as the deck strength goes. Not too concerned about that part. Or really any of it. It's the question if I'm going to flawless. There we have it. Flawless victory. Tower level 5, Alien World, score 10. On to level 6. Playing Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. 15 people already in for that next Twitchy Tides game. I tell you, people love Twitchy Tides. They're Rising Dragons. So for level 6, a female little green person. My opponent, more than half blue, a little bit of red, a little bit of white. Again, you can see it's not a complex game. It's straightforward. There's a fun factor to it as well. Getting to use your own cards and your own designs in game ended up being so much more fun than I had envisioned. I thought it would be fun, but it's even more than I had expected. And anybody can design things for the wax chain. It's not that, I mean, once you learn it, it's not that difficult to do it. And then you can use whatever you want in this game. It's great. That's it for the round. Level 6, score of 8. A pretty nice haul of the MVP. Again, that's where having that multiplier, that big boost. Those their collaborator collections and the other various associated wax cards, like the Topps baseball cards, etc. All adds up. Or is that MVP you can earn? Level 7, a little bit of blue, half red, some white. .91 Ace Purple. $70 loses to a $79. Then I run to a blue. Ooh, 75 beats my 72. Can I get it here? Tie the round, 70 versus 70. And Aaron Judge win it for me here. He will. Hello, Naznara. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou live with already 16 people in for that next Twitchy Tides game. We've had several of them here. A lot of fun with Twitchy Tides. Playing Meta Battler as well. A lot of fun with that. Level 8, male human, half blue, sunbred, a little bit of white. Played a white, ran to a red. We'll have that sometimes. And when you're losing heads up against that, that can be a tough one. One more. Floppy disk for the win. Level 8, score 3. Not a huge haul in the MVP, but moves up to the next level, level 9. So you see how people can go through here, and I guess you can beat level 10, or whether you concede, then go again. But just grinding on this one tower, particularly Alien Worlds tower, trying to get that top 50 finish to get some of that TLM from it. That Alien Worlds currency. Even if you don't play Alien Worlds, you can exchange it. Wax on Edge or Alcor, however you want to do it, to get wax. So if TLM isn't your thing, you can use it. With the wax, you can get more Meta Battler cards or Twitchy Tides fish or any number of things. Items from the NashvilleLou collection. Level 9, NashvilleLou Live. Meta Battler. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio, who makes much of the great background music I use here on NashvilleLou Live. And not getting the breaks here. Got the ace purple. '93 weather watcher. Blue card loses to the white. Luck ran out there. Those blue cards. And then 77 loses with 79. I get the evil laugh. We're running against like 90, high 80, 93. Okay, I'll concede here. So now when the next Alien Worlds giveaway happens, as far as the 5 packs go, I'll be in there with my 8 levels, unique levels 1 there. But those packs look like the Alien Hunter packs. A collaboration between Meta Battler and Alien Worlds. Like for the last one, 37 people in the mix, 5 winners. That one I got all 10 levels that I beat. So I could go back through here, I might. Like, let's go through again this real quick, this leaderboards from week 1. This is just people playing the boss victories here on the Alien Worlds tower. 1,747 boss victories. You earned that #1 spot. That's crazy. I mean, number 3 was nearly 500 behind that. That's with people playing a whole bunch. Motivation, gets nice prizes. You know, people, whether they want to have TLM for Alien Worlds or whatever, or they want to swap it for wax. Whatever. But it's an incentive. It's been a smart cross-promotional thing. It's brought in people that have maybe played Alien Worlds, but aren't familiar yet with Meta Battler. It's a new game that's a lot of fun. Let's give another run through this Alien Worlds tower, shall we? Let's see if I can catch first place. 8 down, 1,700 plus to go. Although who knows for this week too how much it'll end up being. Or it continues to spread. More and more people say, I want in. Ready for that grind. So, roughly half red here for female Nordic. Some white, a little bit of blue. I love the background images that Meta Battler has. Very vivid scenes. Visually compelling. Hello, Nashja. Hello, Drumar. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou Live. With Meta Battler, we got another Twitchy Tides game coming up. We got 18 people in for it. Want to join the list? You can do so by typing !play in chat. 2 more for the round. Won't happen there. We're there. Uh-oh. Female Nordic on the comeback trail. 1 more. There we go. Mutant Minnow for the win. Prince Paradox, Flantality, hello. Greetings and welcome, everybody. NashvilleLou, I got 20 people in for the next Twitchy Tides game. For level 2, Ted Shadewick. Even distribution, blue, red, and white. It's bedtime. Prince Paradox, I hear you. One more. There we go. Level 2, score 6. Playing Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. We got 21 people. And for this next Twitchy Tides game, you can join that group. Just type !play in chat. Zyle, Canvas. Glad to have all y'all in the mix here. Level 3, Robotron Soldier. Half red, half white. Hoping for a flawless victory. To settle for 9 out of 10. And it's not like it's that much more MVP for a 10 versus a 9. Just satisfying to pull it off when you can. Even though a lot of that comes down to chance as far as the cards you play and what matches up. Level 4, a little blue, half red, a little bit of, or some, as far as the white cards here. CDR, does that mean Commander? The Commander Church? Starship Officer? What is church? What's that abbreviated for? That's kind of a long abbreviation, or is that like a star in the background that just happens to be? Whatever the case. Not amused. Mostly red here. Level 4. Hello, hackers. 22 people in right now for this next Twitchy Tides game. Playing Meta Battler on the Alien Worlds Tower. It's the Alien Hunter co-promotional event for Meta Battler and Alien Worlds. Anything that's on the wax chain you can use in this game. You can make it your own. I literally have here with my promotional items in the mix, and along with the ultra rare, and then like from brawlers to Steel Justice, chair shot to the head. That's a pretty effective, if not devastating. Hey there, Brazen Blake. Hello, Veerman. One more. Bar Nashville 2003. No, won't get the win there. There we go. War Memorial Auditorium, downtown Nashville for the win. Alien Worlds level 4, score 5. On to level 5. Male, little green person. More than half, that's a majority blue. A little bit of red, a little bit of white. Look how vivid this background image is. The ridges in there, and then off in the distance, a fiery looking sunrise or sunset. You know, double sun. I want to know, it's actually not, that's actually a volcano, Lou. Or something even more treacherous. This is a home game for the male little green person here, playing on Mars. Dan Askren, we got 25 players in right now for this next Twitchy Tides game. Now playing Meta Battler. Level 5 of the Alien Worlds Tower. Hoping this week I'll finish in the top 50 as far as that particular tower goes in the overall boss victories. Get a chance to get a share of that weekly TLM prize they're giving out. I won't be able to compete with those super high. Those people are ultra competitive. Like, man, how do you do that? How do you play more than 1,700 of these in a week? I mean, it's fun and all, but that's just that's a commitment to the grind. But you don't have to do that, obviously, to play this game and have fun with it. So a victory there, not the biggest win I'll ever have, but a victory level 5. On to level 6. Force Layer going Tonto. All blue here for the female gray, my opponent for level 6. One more. That'll do it. Flawless victory, level 6, score at 10. Nice chunk of MVP there. Level 7, male Nordic. A little bit of blue, about half red, decent amount of white. One more. There we go. Level 7, complete. Level 8, male grade. It's all blue, so pretty straightforward. No fire here for me, if I can help it. Of course, ice is going to beat water every time, so those will be sure wins, regardless of the level of the given card. Ace purple in the mix here. One more. Level 8 flawless victory. 5.386 MVP. Stack it up. Level 9, all red. For the female Reptiloid. Playing Meta Battler here on NashvilleLou Live. We got 25 people lined up for this next Twitchy Tides game. You can join the list by typing !play in chat. All red over there, so it's better if I had a mental lapse on the first one. I played a white card right away. Both down to 4 health points. The water, well, it's a 91 ace purple, but it's not going to win the round. Both be down to 2. Last one for me.
Foolish mortal.
Foolish mortal. High 70s, low 80s. That's winnable. I'm going to try it again. Continue. All red. Uh, 68 red here, but those have been pretty high. Luck of the draw with this. There we go. 88 red wins. Will the 84 crosswalk to nowhere get me the round win? It will. Crosswalk to nowhere for the victory. Level 9, Alien Worlds. I got well more back on that MVP than I put in for my in-game wallet to have that rematch there. Level 10. Top of the board here. Top of the tower. Some blue. Majority white. No red. For Cole, the Emancipator. I am ice, dreaming of the unconfined freedom of water. Cars are bouncing around there to start with. I go too low with the white cards. Oh. 80 loses the 85. I should play the 80 on that second turn. Hindsight. '70 beat the 68 there. Oh, ran to a blue. All right, so I'm not going to try and rematch. Well, I could, but I don't know. I'll concede there. Get goofed on for it, but so be it. Get that multiplier. 3.74% multiplier on that MVP. So that's, you can tell the difference that makes in some of those higher levels. As far as when I'm able to earn an MVP, works out pretty well. All right, let's bring the slate up. Get ready. I take 1 break per hour here on NashvilleLou Live. I'm going to do that here in just a moment. Right now, I've got 25 players lined up for the next Twitchy Tides game. If you want to join the list, type !play in chat to get in for Twitchy Tides. Back in just a few minutes with more of NashvilleLou Live. Stay tuned. All right, coming back from break, NashvilleLou live. Getting ready to have some Twitchy Tides here. Another Twitchy Tides game. Got 29 players in. G-Flash, Mini Martin Martian, Lot DS6, Jeff 0079. We take down this overlay. Left side overlay down. I'll get it as well, so we'll have at least 30 participants in this next Twitchy Tides game. For the winner of this Twitchy Tides game, it'll be a Warsaken foil prime card, an item from the NashvilleLou collection that you can use to get a boost in Meta Battler. I don't know what has caused things to... I think where I've changed it before with a Saturday broadcast, the Warsaken Blitz tournament, I needed to go fast, so I moved it up to, was it Piranha mode? And then I changed it back. I didn't really do what I wanted it to as far as it's went a bit faster than I wanted. And you can have fun with Twitchy Tides in a number of ways, but that wasn't what I was looking for here. So we'll try with this. We'll try slow mode, but still, I'm guessing it'll still be a pretty hefty allotment of opponents coming into the mix. So we'll see on that. So 30 players. If I win, the prize goes to second place, but otherwise, the Warsaken foil prime card, the item from the NashvilleLou collection. We're to close in on 7 a.m. Eastern. This is NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney, and this is Twitchy Tides. Let's get after it. Good luck. We start with 30. Here comes Debo, working upper side. Only take it, again, this is not the unlimited choppings that you see typically with a standard mode. This may be a little bit slower here. Let it ride. Something different. Cannonball's not slowing down. Going down Broadway right to left there. We're down to 18. Maybe this will be a bit faster than I thought initially there. I'd like to have the chance to look at the various fish and other aquatic life in the mix. The depth charge has us down to 17. One of those was the pumpkin rod or some of the others in the mix from the seasonal items with Halloween just around the corner. Less than 2 weeks away. Down to 10. Depth charge. We're down to 9 remaining. Who's going to be the winner here? Or if I win, prize goes to second place. Flame there from Veerman. Knock that obstruction out of the way. Meanwhile, big worm with a hook, and we're down to 8. This is Twitchy Tides here on NashvilleLou Live. Depth charge, we're down to 7. Got distracted for a second. Meanwhile, there's a cannonball left to right. I'm out. We're down to 4. 4 Slayer, Jeff 0079, Azile 2023, and SDME 123, the final 4. Cannonball sails on by. We're down to 3. Another cannonball, and that's going to do it. Congratulations, Jeff 0079, victorious in this Twitchy Tides game. Right, congratulations on the victory to Jeff 0079. Prizes will be sent out shortly after the conclusion of the broadcast and will come from my fulfillment wallet on Wax. Today's winners, be on the lookout for that. We'll do a raid over to the online end here in just a moment, but first let me do a sig out, have a cut point for VOD, and we'll take the ride over and see if there's any Twitchy Tides going on over on the online end. Long broadcast they've had going on over there. A lot of streaming in October for the online ends. Well, hey, say hi over there in just a moment, but first, the SIG out. That's going to do it for this broadcast of NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Thank you.